Rahul Gandhi might as well be travelling in a bulldozer rather than a bus on his Bharat Jodo Nyaya Yatra. Now, a bulldozer may not be as comfortable as the current set of wheels Rahul is travelling in, but it would at least be an accurate depiction of what his east-west voyage has achieved so far. Now, I know what you're thinking. Oh, here we go, another Rahul bashing session, but I assure you it is not. Bear with me and listen in. Because the truth is, viewer, there's nothing to bash anymore. You and I agree on something very simple, and I know that, it's very basic, that at this point of time, the opposition has one job to do, and it's a very important job, and that is to give India an electoral battle in 2024 that befits the world's largest democracy. It is literally just that alone, to be cohesive, to be credible, and to take the fight to the big Castle Modi. But what kind of fight are you hoping for if you can't even reach that castle in one piece? How are you going to fight Modi if you're cluelessly stabbing each other with that castle very much already in sight? It's just around the corner. The very idea of Rahul's Yatra now seems ill-conceived from the start, doesn't it? It came up at a precarious time in the India Alliance's discussions. Virtually every ally wondered aloud whether this was really the time for an allegedly non-political, Rahul-centric yatra that was going to spend valuable days in the northeast instead of unapologetically cutting the flab and getting fully battle-ready in electorally significant parts of the east-west corridor where the alliance could give the Modi machine a credible fight. There's a delicious hypocrisy in Rahul's yatra claiming not to be political and not about elections, which makes one wonder, does the country's oldest party now view electoral politics as dirty and undesirable? Does the Congress party now prefer the safety of lofty idealism and virtue signaling rather than actually fighting to be in a position where such idealism can be put to work? Why is the Congress embarrassed about wanting to fight and wanting to make a comeback? Why does Rahul Gandhi act like he's allergic to anything other than theory-based, big picture, philosophical stuff that has no visible bearing on the immediate mission at hand, which is the attempt to storm Castle Modi? The Congress appears to think that painting the Rahul Yatra as non-political gives it an air of detachment and superiority and insulates its leadership from what even they may feel like an inevitable election result right ahead. But I would argue back that distancing such a yatra from the political fight at hand is a betrayal of Congress voters. Let's remind everyone, and especially the Congress party, that it is not a small party. It commands a huge vote share in the country and is by far the biggest opposition party in the country. By pretending the yatra isn't part of the fight, the Congress is betraying its voters and supporters. They want to fight and they want it now. Ironically, for all its non-political claims and qualities, the Rahul Yatra has had uninterrupted, 100% unadulterated political impact. On the eve of Rahul rolling into West Bengal, his yatra managed to bulldoze and demolish relations with the Trinamool Congress. And today the Rahul Yatra rumbles into Bihar a day after Nitish Kumar, a man considered to be the progenitor and patriarch of the India Alliance, schemingly ran away from the burning building, as it were. The Rahul Yatra next circles back into Bengal, where the Trinamool and the Congress are now in open warfare mode against each other. You can only imagine what's going to happen there and the damaging vibrations this sends out into the rest of the alliance. There's time for this bulldozer yatra, in my view, to course correct and do it right. But will it do so? Does anybody have the gumption to tell the Congress leadership that this is going all wrong? The Congress loves to bash the media, claiming it's on an unending honeymoon with the Modi government. Now, I would argue that none of the events of the last few days has anything to do with the media, whatever else is. Because the unshakable truth of everything I've just said is that the country needs a strong opposition. It is the opposition's job to fight, to be battle-ready, to do what it takes to be a credible standing contender, not some washed-up ragdoll in the ring. Elections are an opportunity for rebirth, for revival, for rejuvenation, and to cast out the old. It's been 10 years. Castle Modi is very much in sight, but if it's every man and woman for himself or herself in this advancing opposition army, maybe the castle guards don't really have much of a fight on their hands.